Daniella Armstrong.
My name is Darby.
This is Rights and Responsibilities, 5 minutes to midnight.
Thank you.
I am Robert F. Oppenheimer, credited with helping create the atomic bomb. And I quote, "I have become death, the destroyer of worlds." It is the responsibility of the citizen to make sure that nuclear weapons are being used for the greater good. That is the inherent right of the people, to make sure that elected officials use nuclear weapons for good.
Operation Mongoose has gone into effect, but it has failed miserably. The Bay of Pigs invasion proved this. Fidel Castro has discovered that America was behind the support of the Cuban Revolution. Even though we expertly painted our old World War II planes to look just like Cuban planes, our pilots mostly missed their targets, and the Cuban aircraft was mostly intact.
According to my intel, the Cuban Revolution has been going on since 1959, and the Cubans have sided with the communist ideology of the USSR. I fully support the Truman Doctrine, as well as would like to include the Kennedy Doctrine as well. The Truman Doctrine is a doctrine that supports the eradication of communism with whatever resources necessary. I'd like to include the Marshall Plan as well. The Marshall Plan is a plan that uses American dollars to help financially and economically rebuild Europe due to the destruction caused by World War II.
And President Kennedy quotes,
"Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or wishes us ill, that we will pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty."
Soviets have had the communist ideology for so long now that we lost a potential ally, the Cubans. Rumor has it that the Soviets have been helping the Cubans by giving them missiles. What is the plan, sir?
We are going to quarantine Cuba. We're going to set up a naval blockade around Cuba so that no new missiles from the Soviets are able to get through.
Today is October 27th, 1962. I'm the second in command on board Soviet submarine U-59. The world is on edge of a nuclear war, and tensions at night only control when every man's nerves have been stretched to their breaking point. We are currently stationed in Cuba as per Operation Camera.
Have our quarters facility Archipod and the nuclear tip torpedo. Is it ready for launch?
We're just off the coast of Cuba, right in the middle of the Caribbean. The nuclear tip torpedo is fine, although I hope we don't have to use it. The Americans, they must have found us.
I got their vessel. It seems that I have dropped bombs on their vessel. They have to surface by themselves. They have to identify themselves. I'm trying to contact them, but it seems their comm system has been knocked out.
Those bombs, they're definitely the Americans.
We must prepare the nuclear tip torpedo for launch. It seems our communication system has been knocked out. We must prepare for launch.
Hang on. They're only trying to signal us, Captain. We must fully surface and establish contact with Moscow.
No. What if the Americans have already started a nuclear war with us? We must launch that nuclear tip torpedo.
Valentine states.
You will doom us all.
Valentine, this is a huge decision to be made in flight. We must not make this decision based on feelings, but rather facts. We must fully surface, or at least wait 24 hours until our missile is finished charging.
Fine. You're right, we do have to wait until our submarine burn discharges before we can attack anyway. We must be persuaded by intelligent thought, not our emotions.
I am Daniella and I do not agree with everything Kennedy says, but I do understand the dangers of a nuclear war. I will make one treaty with you, Kennedy. If you do not invade Cuba, I will dismantle the weapons at station.
I will also tell the Turkeys that we will get rid of our missile station there.
Let's shake hands as we commence this decision to end the nuclear war.
I urge us, as Americans, to choose peace.
And President Kennedy quotes,
I am talking about a genuine peace, the kind of peace that makes life on earth worth living. Not the kind of peace for just all men, but for all men and all women. Not peace for just American, but peace for all men and all women. Not just peace for our time, but peace for all time. Total war makes no sense in an age where great powers can maintain large and vulnerable forces and refuse to surrender without resorting to those forces. It makes no sense when there is one nuclear weapon that holds 10 times the explosive force of all Allied air forces in the Second World War.
Nikita Khrushchev, the leader of the Soviets, has agreed to a hotline between the Kremlin and the White House. This is proof of lessening tensions, as well as the signing of the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty on July 25, 1962. This is working towards nuclear disarmament and being the responsibility of being a nuclear superpower.
We must remember as an American citizen that it is our responsibility to pursue disarmament and to uphold the right of being a nuclear superpower. I would like to leave you with this. The nuclear weapon is a force unlike anything ever before in human history. It has the power to destroy, but also to enlighten, to bring darkness, but also to illuminate the path forward. The choice is ours. So let us choose wisely for ourselves, for our children, and for all who share the fragile planet. Thank you.